highly. Soon as I ask them questions, then I start to see their folly. Your JavaScript is dead and you can't get nothing by me. I'm already in your head and I'm running around jogging. Your JavaScript is dead and you can't get nothing by me. I'm already in your head and I'm running around jogging. I'm fearless, I wake up like I'm made in this image. Walk around speaking truth, they hate it when they hear me. Yeah. I'm fearless, welcome to the stage, you gon' get it. Essence energy around the fade in a minute, yeah. Fearless, welcome to the stage, you gon' get it. Essence energy around the fade in a minute, yeah.
The true church. You know what time it is. Fearless truth. Get ready. Get ready. The show is starting now.
What's up, everybody? How y'all doing today? Hope everyone's having a good Tuesday. First time live here. Good to have you. Hope everybody's doing great. Make sure TikTok's activated here. All right. Well, guys, Christianity and Theological, prove me wrong. That's what it is today. Anybody that disagrees, feel free to come up and show us why we're wrong. 11 p.m. Sadly, it's late in my area, and I work tomorrow. It's okay. All these streams are recorded, so you can always, you can always come back and watch it if need be, man. What's up, guys? I'm sorry for saying this song with AI. you gotta tell conscious that, not me, man. Jesus is saving the Gentiles, of course. Of course. Of course. What's up? What's up, Slim? What's up, Jackie? What's up, everyone? If y'all ain't here, make sure y'all double tapping that screen. Let me see. He said he forgive you, Holy, for saying it was AI. I'm delusional? Okay, guest requests are open. Come show me why I'm delusional. Let me know. Come show me why I'm delusional, man. Would love to know. Guest requests are open. If y'all on YouTube, keep liking a live. If y'all on TikTok, also keep liking a live. You know what I mean, man? All the above. Just remember Slams. Oh yeah, Slams 45. What's up, Modern Brain? What's up, Jonah? What's up, everybody? What's up, guys? All right, man. We just getting started. If y'all just now getting in here, we are just now getting started. Y'all ain't missed nothing yet. Please only request if y'all disagree with the topic at hand. Start letting guests up in a minute here. Appreciate the earlier lives of you from Finland. Yup, for sure. For sure. Jesus was God, he wouldn't pray to himself. So you don't know what the Trinity is. See, you think Jesus prayed to himself, you don't know what the Trinity is. That's your problem. Modern Brain with $2 super chat. Testing the super chat. It is working. Absolutely, man. We are locked in. Appreciate that, Modern Brain. Red St. Thomas Aquinas. I'm proving the Filioque. The EOs are cooked. I don't know about that one, Chief, but it's okay. I guess some of us got mental deficiencies. It's all good. I still struggle to understand the Trinity at times. Is a difficult concept. Oh, yeah, for sure. 100%. Does Jesus have two spirits? I mean, it depends what you're defining as a spirit, right? Like, we don't think that, like, God in and of himself is like a spirit, like he just exists in spirit. What's up, Kirky? Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, what's going on?
I just wanted to ask you because my brother's a Muslim. He's like a Christian, no, a Muslim revert. He was Christian like pretty much his entire life. Like, do you know ways that I can like try to get him to come back? Cause he's open minded like with me, but I have like ex-Muslim friends that like would like to speak to him, but he's like, oh no, like I don't want to talk to them. Like I'll just talk to you about it.
I mean, you just gonna have to explain to him, right, how things like the Quran, right, doesn't really make sense when you line it up with the previous prophets. The prophethood of Muhammad doesn't really line up with the previous prophets, so there's no reason why we should trust him as a prophet in the first place. And the best way to get him is just to ask him, what makes you believe is truly from God? Ask him questions and see what he, because a lot of times when we ask people these questions, they start to understand, maybe I don't actually have these answers like I thought I did.
Yeah, like, well, me and him was talking because, like, he's not really that much of a Muslim anymore. He like used to pray like 5 times a day and stuff, but he bought a prayer mat and everything like that. But now he doesn't pray at all. And like we was just kind of talking about, what to expect like in heaven. Like that was one of our main talking points. And he was like, well, yeah, like I would want to be given a woman, whether that be 72 women or just one. He's like, whatever Allah gives me with. And I'm like,
yeah, I mean, a lot of that's just gonna be like people's desires though. So it's just gonna be like has nothing to do with what God is true.
well, like, but you wouldn't desire that when you go to heaven. Like you wouldn't have those fleshly desires.
Yeah, they believe they will though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And like I've tried to like give him like verses and stuff, and he's like, well, I can't trust the Bible because it's been corrupted, and
Yeah, just ask him, ask him what evidence has been corrupted. He probably won't be able to give you any.
He says the New Testament's been corrupted.
You just gotta ask him for evidence. But yeah, just ask him those questions. But yeah, I appreciate you hopping up.
All right, thank you.
Yeah. All right, guys, please only request if y'all disagree with the topic at hand. Having doubts, what should I do? Pray, first of all. It's the first thing you should do. Hello?
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. What's going on?
Nothing much. Can I ask like 2 questions?
Sure.
So, I want your perspective on this argument I heard from an atheist. I already have like an answer, but like I said, I want to hear your perspective. So the argument goes as follows. Essence equals existence. The Father's existence isn't the same as the Son, since one is begotten and the other isn't begotten. So that's the logical contradiction. Can I hear your perspective on it?
Yeah, I would just disagree. I don't think that they have different existences. I think if you have a different hypostatic or relational properties, I don't think that makes you a different existence. Again, if existence is going to be the essence, like you said, and they have the same essence, and they would have the same existence by definition. Like so if you're starting off by saying essence is existence, but then later on you're saying, oh, but a hypostatic property makes them different existences, then you're changing what you already define as existence.
So would you not agree that essence equals existence?
I'm fine with that. Exactly. That's the point. They have nothing different about their essence, though. So then, therefore, they would have nothing different in their existence.
So are you basically saying that you believe essence does not include hypostatic properties?
Not necessarily, no. It's going
Yeah,
to be
then
distinct. There's going to be a real
comes down to
distinction
mode of
between.
existence, right?
There's going to be a real distinction between properties of the essence and properties of the personhood.
So it comes down to mode of existence, right?
It just comes down to the actual real distinction.
Fair enough. So my second question is, I asked you once about why the Father must be a father, and you basically said there's essential hypostatic properties. Could you elaborate on what you mean with essential hypostatic properties? Because I did hear God logic's understanding of essential hypostatic properties, and I read that it's not the usual understanding. So could you tell me what yours is?
I mean, yeah, if the Father is eternally a father, then that just means that it's going to be necessarily a property of his personhood that he begets. That's necessary. So that's going to be a personal property. Yeah, it's going to be necessary for him. That's why we call it an essential, necessary personal property.
So you wouldn't agree with God logic when he basically said that you can't be a father without begetting another like person or whatever, right?
I do agree.
And that's why he
That's what I
said it's
just said.
essential. No, you said that it's essential to the father because he eternally does it. But God logic makes the argument that you can't be a father without begetting
Both are
something,
true.
right?
Both are true. Yeah.
Yeah, both are true. That's why I asked for your definition because there's a distinction between both of them.
There's not. He's saying a father always has to be a father. I agree. And I'm saying because the father is a father, he must beget. We're saying the same thing in different ways.
No, because okay. For example, can I give you an example like why I don't think that's logically like if you take like interpretation of God logic, there can't be a difference between hypostatic property and essential hypostatic properties.
How would that follow?
Well, no, Can I give like an argument why I believe that essential hypostatic properties, like how Avery understood it, there's like no difference.
I mean,
between them
I don't know what
and
Avery got to do with me, bro. Just deal with what I said.
yeah, that's why I asked for your definition.
And I
of
gave
it.
you my definition, so deal with what I said.
So yours is eternal, like if it's eternally there.
If it's eternally in God and God is perfect, then yes, by definition, it's going to be necessary.
Okay, then since your definition isn't exactly with his, then we have no issue.
Okay, great. We're not on that issue. All right. Well, great. Well, I appreciate you hopping on, man.
Have a great day.
All right, man. Take care. Modern Brain with a $50 super chat. I got a jet, but hope this helps your live. It does. I appreciate that, man. Big time. Thank you, Modern Brain. You the GOAT. Hope you're able to come back and watch the replay later on. Appreciate you, man. You the GOAT, bro. God bless you. Hope to see you in here more often. Did you just say eternal, therefore necessary? Nick, you just blundered. No. What? We're saying if something is within God, it's necessary because God is perfect. God is eternal, so that just follows. It literally just follows. Like, guest requests are open if y'all disagree. Jesus King, amen. God is a necessary existence? Yeah, exactly. So everything about him is necessary. 100%. Or else God's not perfect. Oh, I appreciate the heart me. I don't even know when you sent that, but appreciate that. Fiji water's a blunder? You're lying. Lying. Okay, hop up then, Tired. If you disagree, bro, hop up then. If you think I blundered, hop up in the guest request. And prove to me I blundered. I would love to see. Hello?
Hey, what's up?
What's going on?
Nothing much. How you doing, bro?
I'm good. What you got?
No, I just you explain the Trinity with a straight face, knowing that it defies every single law of logic. I think that's pretty funny.
What law of logic does it defy?
All three of them: identity, non-contradiction, and the excluded middle.
How does it go against the law of excluded middle? Matter of fact, what is the law of excluded middle? What is the law of excluded middle?
I'm sorry. What was that?
What is the law of excluded middle?
The law of excluded middle. Oh, man, you gonna make me okay? Law of excluded states that something has to be something or is not something, and there is no middle ground.
What? Something has to be something or not something? How is that not the law of identity?
Right. No. That's no. It's just that there is no middle ground between something being something and something.
That's not the law, bro. No, that's not what that is.
Tell me what it is. Tell me what it is.
Is that if that is something is true in some sense, that the negation must be false by definition.
What?
something is true, then that negation must be false.
No. That is not the law of the excluded middle.
Yes, it is.
That's what does it have to do with anything in the middle? What does it have to do with middle ground?
Because the
definition
negation of that thing is false. So that means you have the middle ground and you have truth on one side, falsity on the other. There must be both.
So there's no middle ground, correct?
That's what the law of excluded middle is the saying that there, for
Okay,
every
that's what I
truth,
just
for every
said.
truthhood, that there must be a falsity.
That's not the law of the excluded middle.
Do I
Bro, are
really
you
do I
okay,
really
man?
do I really
How
need to
you
look
doing?
do I really need to look up the law of excluded middle right now for you, the
Are
definition?
you okay, bro?
Do I really need to look this up
Bro,
right now?
your beard looks like pubic hair, man. Once you condition your beard, it looks like pubic hair.
Wait,
bro.
turn your camera on.
What the fuck,
Wait,
man?
turn your camera on. Wait, here, I just invited you. Turn your camera on. Wait, turn your camera on. Wait, turn your camera on.
Alhamdulillah, no.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Yo, it's always the folks that are saying the most that won't come on screen. That's crazy, bro. That's embarrassing. I ain't gonna lie. That is embarrassing. Couldn't be me. Holy projecting. Alhamdulillah, shit show religion, not for real. What a chaotic religion. Tired. Are you gonna hop up in the request or are you gonna keep yapping in the comments saying I'm blundering, bro? Come on up, Tired. Let me back up. Ain't nobody letting your ass back up. Nah, it's safe and cozy down here. Yeah, people like it when it's safe, man. People don't like to really get out. Should I invest into an incense burner? Yes, for sure. I always feel closest to God in prayer when I'm lighting my incense, so. Do you answer Christian questions? Yeah, sometimes. Just depends. Just depends. Which God for what? Do you believe the Bible is 100% correct, the Word of God? Yes. Why are people disrespecting religions? Because false religions lead you to hell. Is God words perfect without error? Yes. It is a sin to disrespect other religions. I would love to see that verse. Please, please show me that verse. I can show many errors in the Bible. Okay, guest requests are open. Do it then. I don't know how to use Discord. I barely know how either, I'm gonna be honest. It's not clunky. It's a horrible setup. They would do anything but request? You ain't lying. You ain't lying, man. Make sure if y'all ain't here though, y'all double tapping that screen. Get them likes up. You know what it is, man. Y'all know what it is. Don't you need to prove it's logical first? No. Not necessarily. It's not really how the burden of proof works in logic. Nick is not Christian. Come up, prove it. Why are people only barking in the comments but don't want to come up? Because they know it's safe in the comments. They don't gotta defend their view in the comments. Yes, I'm Orthodox. Then you should let them win a few battles. Yeah, maybe. Maybe that's what it's gotta be. Final boss? I don't know, man. I'm not even that guy, bro. I'm just a dude, you know what I mean? I'm literally just a dude. Guest request is open only if y'all disagree with what's on the screen. Lies. You're too sweet. Opinion on Catholicism, man, it's apostolic, you know, to a certain degree. Until 1054 AD, but that's besides the point. Would you go debate a pastor on the Trinity? What do you mean debate him on the Trinity? Why do you object to papacy? Because it's not in the first 1,000 years of Christianity. Let's make the chat until a brave Muslim request up. Opinions on Protestantism? I think everyone should be Orthodox. That's what I think. No, I haven't always been Christian. I was more like agnostic and whatnot. I'll make the chat green until a Muslim comes up. Facts. 7-Day Adventists, they're still Protestants. Since when are you Christian? Bro, what? Oh, you was asking like since when? Probably like 5-6 years ago, something like that. What's up, DK? Good to see you. Thank you for the hearts, King T. W Mass. You can't prove Christianity and the Trinity with logic. I mean, that's not true. And if you think that, you can request that. So, we're the ops. I'm saying, we're the ops side, man. Thank you for the heart, me, Slim. Can you answer my question in Discord later? Yeah, sure. I got you, bro. Did you find Orthodoxy as agnostic? I didn't. I found Protestantism first. W. Kyrios with the 5 gifted. 5 gifted Fearless Truth memberships on YouTube. W. Kyrios. Say thank you if you received it in the chat, man. Kyrios a legend? No cap. Man, it must be slow today. Normally get it popping. They must be scared today. I don't know. They must have realized. They must have all realized Christianity's logical. Alhamdulillah. I'm so happy for y'all. I'm so happy for y'all. Thank you for the hand hearts, King T. Ran through TikTok with a flaming sword. No cap. You don't give arguments? Sure. What's logical about God becoming man and die for his own creation? That we're made in his image, so it makes sense that he can actually come down and, you know, become his own creation. Y'all talking our request, what I'm saying. Live only for non-believers. Yeah, live is only for people who disagree. What's your opinion on Pope Leo? I mean, seems like a nice guy. Should I get authentic icons or get cheap ones? Depends what you mean by authentic. Do you believe in the filioque? If I'm Orthodox, what do you think? Hello?
Yo,
What's going on?
no, I'm good. Do you know what it is? I'm not even against what you say. I'm fully blown Christian. But one of the issues I have debating, because I realize that they're too scared to pop up to you, but this is one of the questions that I have trouble debating with other Muslims. They always ask me, how would God grow in knowledge? That's something that I don't know how to speak about or how to defend.
Yeah, because Christ has two natures via the incarnation. So, since he has two natures via the incarnation, we're going to say he grows in knowledge and virtue of his human nature. So, in virtue of his human nature, when we say that he grows, it's like it's not going to be God and his divine nature who's all knowing growing.
So it's the what's it called? What's the philosophical term that you use? I've got diastotic or something like that. There's a philosophical term that you use, man. I forgot it.
For
Where
what?
it describes how he's fully God and fully man.
You could either
What's
be
the
talking
word?
about the hypostatic
Fully God and fully
union,
man.
or you could be talking about
That's it.
diaphysitism.
Hypostatic union. That's the
Okay.
one. No, that's the one. Hypostatic union. That's the. Cool. I hear you. Makes sense.
Yeah, for sure. Man.
Cool. Thanks. I appreciate
All right.
that.
Yep, appreciate you having on. Man. Hello?
Yo, I just want to say Jesus is returning 2031.
Y'all tripping, bro. Y'all think y'all prophets out here. Did you ever had a Muslim on your live renounce Islam? Yeah, like a couple times. Hand drew? I don't know what icons are not hand drawn. U.S. Department of Commerce $2 super chat. Bible isn't the word of God, but inspired word of God. Man, it's the same thing. When we say it's the word of God, we just mean it's the inspired word of God. What's wrong with AI made icons? I don't know. You'd have to talk to your bishop about that. I don't think AI made icons would be okay to use. Does a church sell icons? Yes. Hello?
Yes, my brother. What's going on?
What's up?
I see the Christianity and the Trinity are logical. Prove me wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with Christianity. I'm a Christian, but I do not believe in the Trinity. So I want to take a pick at that.
Sure.
I think it's not logical because God is one person and it's stated in his name, Yod He Vav He, which I'm pretty sure you're familiar with.
Mm-hmm. Has not him being Yod He Vav He has nothing to do with him being one person. What?
It actually does, because the Yod in Yod He Vav He is third person masculine singular. Do you know what third person
What
masculine
does that have
singular
to do
is?
with him being one person, bro?
Well, if you knew what third person masculine singular is, you know that's one person.
Oh my goodness, bro. You think just because there's a Yod in someone's name that makes them one person?
Yeah, it literally translates to he.
Bro, that's fine.
It
He can be in
literally
reference to
translates to
being.
he.
I can
No, he.
just show you them. So do you first of all, do you believe
Did,
Jesus is
did
God?
you?
Or no, are you sorry,
No,
okay,
no.
so yeah, all right. I didn't know if he was a modalist or if he was a Unitarian. All right. All right, so we can just make this easy then. We can go to do you think first of all, do you think anyone else can bear the name of Yahweh? Yod He Vav He?
Yeah, people can bear the name of Yod He Vav He.
So whose name who exactly in the Bible bears the entirety of Yod He Vav He?
When you read Deuteronomy 18, it says the priests have the name of Yod He Vav He.
Wait, where does it say that they actually bear the name? Where at Deuteronomy 18? Let's go to it. What verse? By the way, I can't hear you off the screen, so whenever you find it, come back, but we'll wait. If y'all in here, make sure y'all liking alive, man. What turned you away from Protestantism? I didn't have any justification of where the canon comes from. Where did you get that cross nuggets from? I got it from Amazon like 5 years ago. Alright, guys, we were waiting for him to show us in Deuteronomy 18, the priests bear the name Yod He Vav He. So we're waiting on, guys. If you guys are just now getting here, we were waiting on the guests to find it. Did Jesus teach you to do the sign of the cross? No, I'm not sola scriptura. We are still waiting, guys. Have you pulled it up by now, bro? You should have been able to read all of Deuteronomy 18 by now.
Yeah, alright, cool. I'm back. It's not Deuteronomy 18. I just figured out that you can't speak while you're off the screen.
I told you that when you went off the screen, bro.
So the one that I was specifically talking about was actually Deuteronomy 21 verses 5, Deuteronomy 21:5, and then there's another one that's in Deuteronomy 18 itself that I can bring out later.
All right, where does in verse 5 does it say that they bear the name Yahweh?
Read it out. Read it out, because obviously I can't come off the screen. Read it out.
Okay, I'll read it. I'm pretty sure I know what this verse says. All it's going to say is that they bless in the name of Yahweh, not that they bear it. Let's see. Verse 5. All right, then the priest, son of Levi, shall come, for the Lord your God has chosen them to minister and to bless them in the name of the Lord Yahweh. By their word, and every assault shall be settled. So yeah, like I said, all it says is that they bless in the name of Yahweh. It doesn't say they bear the name Yahweh.
You can't bless in the, well, so then you would have to say that. Can anyone else bless in the name of Yahweh?
No, I'm asking you, can anyone bear the name? You blessing someone in the name of Yahweh isn't you bearing the name of Yahweh.
Well, I would say the reason why, because blessing, you can only bless in the name of who you are, you know, so technically.
In the name of who you are? So you saying they are Yahweh? That's who they are?
No, that's the point.
You can only bless in the name of who you are, and the priest blessed in the name of Yahweh. So Yahweh is who they are?
I think you're misunderstanding. No, I'm saying to you, that's the point. If we're taking, remember why I brought the scripture? Why did I bring this scripture out?
Because I asked you to show me if anyone else can bear the name Yahweh.
And I said, yes, other people can bear the name of Yahweh.
Bro, but hold on. You just said you cannot bless anyone in anyone else's name besides who you are. They bless in the name of Yahweh. So the logical deduction of that would be that Yahweh is who they are. He said his headphones died. Okay. Guess just let me know when you're ready to come back up, I guess. I mean, that's just going to be the logical deduction of what he said, bro. Like, I guess his headphones died, though. Let me know when you want to come back up, B. Fernand. Priest is Yahweh now. Stock for the law. Hello?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah, what's going on?
Yeah, I'm good, bro. So it says Islam equals red flag. How come?
Because it leads people to hell.
Okay. Right. So as a Christian, you get your information from the Bible, right?
The Bible and the
How do
church
you know
fathers.
that's sure. How do you know that it's a reliable source of information?
Because of the church fathers.
So you think it's reliable because the church fathers say it's reliable?
The church fathers are the ones who compiled it, quoted it, got it together, checked it out.
Who are they? And
People
why are
like,
they? How come they're reliable?
because they have apostolic succession from the disciples.
What does that mean?
It means that they literally have a lineage leading all the way back to the disciples. So we can know their teaching goes back to the disciples.
Okay, and how are the so okay? One thing I want to get straight before I say anything else. So the Bible is an eyewitness account. Is that correct?
Some of them. Not everyone in the
Which ones
Bible is
are?
eyewitnesses of Jesus.
Which one is not?
For example, Paul didn't witness Jesus while he was alive on earth. He only witnessed him after.
So okay, so how does that work then?
What do you mean?
Like
How's it
someone
work?
who wasn't there in the time of Jesus, how can he give wisdom about Christianity?
Because the same way the prophets can in the Old Testament, even if they didn't all walk with Jesus while he was on earth, that God inspires them, like how he inspires any prophet.
Okay, but in order to believe that, you need to accept that they are the disciples.
Yeah, and we know people like who were the disciples, like Peter, John, etc. We know they actually walk with Jesus.
Okay, so when you read the eyewitness accounts, how do you know that these people wouldn't lie or they would give accurate information?
I mean, there's gonna be multiple reasons. Number one, they all line up together. Number two, people typically don't die for a lie, something they know is a lie, especially in the way they did. They were literally getting skinned alive for this lie. You would expect at least one person to confess and say, okay, we made this up. And also they gained nothing. If it was a lie, they literally gained nothing from this. So just logically speaking, it would make no sense for it to be a lie.
Okay, let's not say it was a lie. Maybe they weren't in the right mind. How do you know that didn't happen?
They were what?
Like they weren't. Maybe they had some sort of mental condition. Like they
That
were
would be
sound.
very strange for about like 15 different people to all have a mental disability and somehow all perfectly line up together. Exactly what happened.
I mean, that's the thing. They all don't line up. There's differences in
Like
what
what? Show me what doesn't line up.
you're telling me. They all line up exactly perfectly. There's no contradictions between them.
Yeah. Show me otherwise.
There's contradictions within a certain Bible. Okay.
Show me.
I can
Between the disciples, show me something
Sure.
different that contradicts.
Can you give me like just 2 minutes? I'll be right back.
Sure. Yeah, exactly. So exactly. Sorry, guys. He's gonna go look up ChatGPT. Contradictions between the disciples. It's gonna be great, guys. We're gonna figure it out here, man. Bro, I'm cold. I'm freezing. I don't know why I'm so cold right now. I need like a heater in here or something. Cause it's summer. Obviously, I got my AC on, but I need a heater up in here. I was about to say that. Yeah. Who carried a cross? Jesus and what's his name with him? There's two people that carried a cross, man. Come on, I'm not sure. How did Judas die? Unaliving himself. Are you getting sick? Nah, I don't really be getting sick like that, bro. I don't really be getting sick for real. It's nice. I got a good immune system. I don't know. I'm blessed. King Sylph, Kidios told me to tell you said hi. Kidios Philosophy on YouTube. Simon, yeah, there you go. I knew someone would have my back there. Sorry, guys, we'll wait. And if y'all in here, make sure y'all request up. I'll let y'all up after him, man. Kidios Silv said hi back.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, so the contradiction is about the tombstone of Jesus, like the rock being moved. Have you heard of this one?
Which part about it? The part where how many angels there were, or?
No, like the fact if the stone had been rolled before or after.
It's not a contradiction.
Well, okay.
Let's go to the verses. Let's go to the verses. I'll take you to a deep dive. Well, don't worry. I'll clear this up for you. Which verses would you like me to go to?
Yeah, just 1 second. Let me just find them.
No worries. No worries. Bro, it's cold. Freezing in here. If y'all do disagree with the screen, make sure y'all request up and I will let y'all up after this conversation. W. Grazik. Gifting a Fearless Truth membership. You said what?
The first verse is Matthew 28.
You said Matthew 28?
Uh, 28, 2 to 4.
2 to 4. All right, fantastic. All right. All right, Matthew 28, 2 to 4. What's the next one?
Luke 24, 2.
Luke 24, 2. Guys, I promise you this won't be a contradiction. I promise you everyone in here. All right. Let's read both, guys. Let's read both. Matthew 28, 2 to 4 is what he said. And behold, there was a great earthquake, and an angel of the Lord descended from heaven, came back, and rolled the stone from the door and sat on it. So far, we have the angel of the Lord rolled the tomb. He rolled it back, right? That's what we have so far?
Sure.
Okay, so this is going to be before anybody got there, right?
Yep.
Fantastic. Luke 24, 2. But they found the stone rolled away from the tomb. What's going to be the contradiction, brother?
Was the stone rolled away before anyone got there, or
Yes.
was it already rolled?
We just established in Matthew 28, 2 to 4, he rolled the stone back before anyone got there. We agreed on that before we went to Luke. Now we go to Luke, but they found the stone rolled away from the tomb. So it was also already rolled away. They're in perfect alignment.
Before someone got there, or after someone?
Before
anyone saw it. Oh, that's not what Matthew says.
We just read Matthew. And behold, there was a great earthquake, for an angel of the Lord descended from heaven and came back and rolled the stone from the door and sat on it. His countenance was like lightning, and his clothing was as white as snow, and the guards shook for fear and became like dead men. What's the contradiction?
Can you read Luke again?
Okay, let's read Luke again, guys. Luke 24, 2. But they found the stone rolled away from the tomb.
There's no mention of an angel moving it or anything.
It doesn't have to. They're saying it was rolled away. They didn't say how it was rolled away.
But if two people saw the same thing, how come there's like a difference?
There's not a difference. The stone was rolled away. One person just added more detail than the other. That the angel did. The other person just didn't say who did. They just said that it was rolled away. Well, literally, there's no contradiction. One is just adding more detail. It's like if I say I got a burger, and then someone else says, yeah, he got a burger with lettuce on it. They just added more detail. It's not a contradiction.
Nah, wait.
You see how it's not a contradiction. He's like, this can't be. This can't be. There's no way I could have. My sheikh told me this contradiction, bro. It can't be. bro, listen. If you come back and just say like, listen, I was wrong. You cleared up. It's not a contradiction. I'm not gonna make fun of you. I'm not gonna call you dumb. You know what I mean? You can just be honest. You can come back and be honest. Say you're right. It's not a contradiction. And remember, I can't hear you off the screen. So you gotta come back, man. Let's talk, bro. Come on, man. I'll give you a little bit longer, but he left, man. It's sad out here, man. Come on, bro. It's no good. It's no good, man. It's no good, man. Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Oh, wow, his internet must be bad. This man taking forever to load. You gotta read again. It still don't make sense. I guess not. Bear, I don't know if you meant to request, but I tried to accept you up. I don't know what's wrong with the internet. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, what's going on?
Is my audio okay?
You got a little bit of a background noise. Like it's echoing.
Yeah, I'm driving, so I don't know. If the audio is bad, I can just leave, but
Are you able to get off Bluetooth by chance?
yeah, let me do. How's it now?
Testing. Okay, I think it's fine.
Testing. Alright. If it's bad, then just let me know. Alright, so what are you like arguing, I guess, like, because I tend to be a little bit more agnostic, so I was just wondering, like, why do you believe in Christianity, I guess?
Well, I believe that Christianity and Trinity, they adhere to the laws of logic. They adhere to logical principles. My question to people is, if you believe that Christianity and Trinity do not abide by logical principles and they're illogical, to come up and provide an argument.
Do you think that, like, if something doesn't have total proof, yet it's still logical, is it logical to have that conclusion? Or
I mean, yeah, because total proof is subjective in the first place. So.
Well, proof enough to believe in something.
That's still subjective.
Do you feel like you have enough proof to believe in it, or is it more of a faith belief?
Yes, I think there's enough proof.
Okay, so I would ask, what would be that?
Things like the Bible, things like philosophical arguments for God's existence, etc.
So why do you believe the Bible then? Because like it could just be a book.
It seems reliable. As we see, it lines up with history. We don't see any sort of theological errors in there, so it gives me no reason to not believe it.
What sort of things in history does it? Because like from what my understanding, and I might be wrong, but like the Exodus, like is not really recorded and stuff like that.
Like the crucifixion of Christ, for example. It's the first document to ever relay that, and it's one of the most attested things in history now.
Okay. What about, I'm kind of more focused on Old Testament. So, I mean, if New Testament's like your specialty.
I'm just saying New Testament because we have more evidence for things in the New Testament. We don't have a lot of evidence for things 4,000 years ago in general.
Right. But do you think if there was certain things that were like maybe wrong or contradictory in the Old Testament, would that disprove the New Testament?
Yeah, if they were wrong, yeah.
Okay. Like I said, I'm driving, so I can't pull up ChatGPT like the other guy did. But not that I would, but there was certain things that just don't seem to make sense in the Old Testament. And maybe you can clear this up. But one of the big things is like the 6-day creation. I don't know how you feel about that, but like when I see things like that, it's like, I
don't think it was 6 24-hour days. I think that it was probably billions of years.
So when you read things that like would have a literal interpretation, but you decide to have a different one,
I don't think that has a literal interpretation. The word day, especially in Hebrew, the word day is yom in Hebrew. That word day just means an unspecified period of time.
Okay. All right, well, we could drop that, but some other contradictions where it seems like they're contradictions, you can maybe make some like loophole arguments for them, but like it just seems like they could be contradictions and you're like arranging it to not be. Would it not be like logical to just say, well, there are contradictions? Or do you feel like
you just have to prove it's a contradiction? Like you just have to prove that.
Okay. There was one, and I don't have the verses, so if you know it off the top of your head, go for it. If not, but there was one where I think it's in Chronicles and maybe Samuel, where it's talking about God punishing the Israelites for a certain amount of time, like 7 years, and then the other one is like says 3 years or something like that. But it's like supposedly the same amount. Do you know what I'm talking about or no?
You would have to show. He punished a lot of people, so you'd have to show me exactly which time you're talking about.
All right. Yeah, I'm driving, so I can't really do that.
Sorry, if you want to come back later, if you want, you can show. It's up to you.
Well, I'm heading out to go to a birthday party, so I'm not going to be doing this while I'm going there. But I just want to know, like, what would be the most powerful thing to say? Because, like, there's a quote where it says, like, supernatural events require supernatural evidence.
Yeah, that's a horrible claim. Yeah, by that atheist. Yeah, that's a horrible claim. Because what do we even define as supernatural in the first place?
Like the crucifixion.
Why is that? What do we define? Like, what is supernatural? Define supernatural.
So any natural occurring events is stuff that we see and can test and can, like, see in life, but supernatural is something that you wouldn't see. So, like, the natural is most natural.
So before we saw or discovered electricity, right? Does that mean electricity was supernatural?
I don't follow, because we didn't have electricity, so we wouldn't know it existed.
Exactly. So you said if we don't have any evidence, can't physically test or see something, then it's supernatural. There was a point where we couldn't see or test or anything electricity. So does that mean that at one point electricity was considered supernatural?
So, okay, supernatural would be something that cannot be explained. So, like, you can explain electricity once you are more knowledgeable about the subject.
Okay, well, I think we can explain God, so.
Okay, how so, I guess?
We call him the first mover, the first principle,
right,
the source of creation.
But, like, a miracle, right? Like, when you define a miracle, it would be like breaking the bounds of natural law, which would be supernatural.
It would be breaking the laws of, like, physics, but not necessarily like logical laws.
Well, okay, so breaking physics, I would assume breaking physics would be something considered supernatural then, no?
I don't think so, no.
Why not?
Because if we can even posit that God exists in the first place, he would be able to break those laws.
Like breaking physics?
Yes. Because God would have created physics if he does actually exist.
Okay. Why do you think he exists? Or is it just going back to the... I think it's
philosophical arguments that the universe must have some sort of creator, must have some sort of first principle or mover. Eternal universe is illogical, and also the universe coming from nothing in and of itself is illogical. It must have been something outside of itself that created it.
Why do you think an eternal universe is illogical?
Because if an eternal universe is logical, we could have never gotten to this point in time. If it goes eternally, if time goes eternally far back, we could have. That means we're eternally far in the future, which means we reached eternity. But you can never reach eternity. So that's illogical in and of itself.
Are numbers eternal? Like, you can go negative infinity to positive infinity, yet you can still count from 1 to 5.
You can never reach it, though, right? You can never reach an infinite number, right?
Well, it depends, because if you're talking about, like, 20 quintillion, you can eventually reach 20 quintillion.
That's not infinite, though. It's just 20 quintillion and 1, so you didn't reach.
Well, I'm not saying we're infinitely into the future, but we're in a specific time.
But we have to. If time goes eternally far back, then by definition, we're eternally far in the future.
If you have an eternally long string, you can still cut it at a certain point, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, my point is, though, say we're at a point in time that's eternally far. So if something, for example, is eternally far this way, does it also have to be eternally far this way?
Not necessarily, but
it would have to be, because if not, it's not eternal. It's finite, because you have an end point here. Eternal by definition means you have no end point. So if you cut the string, you now have an end point.
There's different types of infinities.
Yeah, I'm talking about logical infinity, which would be talking about the universe.
Well, I don't think that it goes infinity into the future, because we're not there yet, right? Like the end
Okay,
point would
then
be.
you can't say we went eternally far back either.
Why not?
Okay, so if you say time goes infinite, let's do it the other way. If we say time goes eternally far back, how could we have ever been at that point eternally far in the past? How could that point have ever existed if it's eternally far back?
There is a slight point of contention because there's Big Bang Theory, right? It says that all matter was condensed, right?
Yeah,
So,
Big Bang
and that's
doesn't hold the infinite universe or eternal universe.
It doesn't. It's agnostic to it.
Yeah,
it
right.
says
That's what I'm saying. It
all-
doesn't hold to it, yeah.
Right. So there could have been something before the Big Bang, though. It could have been
And
infinitely before.
I'm saying if that goes eternally far back, that's illogical because, again, if you say at one point the universe was eternally far in the past, which again, if that's the past, it had to have already happened, so it did already happen. If the universe eternally existed at one point in the past, that means you can go eternally in the past and somehow reach it, which means you're reaching eternity, which
So
breaks
you
the
don't
definition of eternity.
So you don't believe in eternity, then?
I don't believe that you can ever reach eternity.
I mean, wouldn't. Well, yeah, I don't believe we can reach eternity either.
I
We're
think the
gonna
only
die.
way eternity can exist is outside of time itself. But we're inside of time. The universe is inside of time. Has to be.
Do you think that like if you go to heaven, do you live for eternity inside of time, or do you like?
So it's
somehow exit time?
everlasting. It's everlasting, not eternity. We don't. Eternity is gonna have no beginning and no end. Everlasting, you have a beginning, so you actually have a point on the string, and then you can go forever.
Well, you just said before that eternity has to go both ways.
Exactly. That's why I said it's not eternity. It's everlasting, not eternity.
Oh,
Because
okay,
we
you're
do
saying-
have a
okay.
beginning.
All right. Well, imagine you grab that vector, right? So it's like you were saying everlasting is a point and then goes, like, we'll say infinity to the future, we'll say to the right.
Yes.
What's it matter that if it was the other way, like infinite backwards and then reach to where we are right now, which is our current spot in time?
Yeah, because when we're saying you going forward, we're not ever saying you're ever going to reach that point in eternity, right? You're never reaching a point of eternity. In the past, you've already had to have, by definition, reached a point that is eternally far behind, because you say that the universe is eternally far in the past. You've already reached eternity because it's existed. It's eternally far behind. It's the past. So it's already happened. So now you said you have reached eternity, which again violates what eternity actually is.
Okay. I think I'm following. So, I guess when you get to these philosophicals, how do you reach, like, let's say you make the conclusion that the universe is not eternal, we'll say. I'm not saying, like, I mean, I'm not too knowledgeable on all these philosophical stuff, so I'll just concede it for now. But if you win that argument, what's to bridge the gap between that and, like, a specific religion?
Well, first of all, I don't think we'd start off with a specific religion. We just start off with God, first of all, which is what we call the creator of the universe. Let's just kind of fill that in. So whoever created the universe,
Right.
we call God. So now we say that God exists for all intents and purposes. Obviously, we'd still need to go a little bit deeper into it, but for all intents and purposes, God created the universe at this point now. And then from there, then we go into religions and we see, okay, now let's go into religions and see if they logically make sense. And I believe the only religion that logically makes sense then is Christianity, when you actually look into them.
Oh, what's to say that, like, all of them are wrong and it's like some sort of deistic creation then?
Yeah, I think deism also is going to be illogical, because if you have a deism and you're saying that he doesn't actually interact with his creation, then it doesn't actually make sense how creation itself is sustained. Because for something to be sustained, there needs to be an interaction with the sustainer. So to then say a deistic God exists who doesn't interact with creation just doesn't make any sense. It's illogical. Hello? He might have lagged a little bit. Oh, he left. He might have lagged out. Might have had bad internet, but he left. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the next guest. All right. Hello?
Okay, thank you. you hear me now?
Not really. Hello?
Can you hear me better now?
Nah,
Hey, can you hear me better
your
now?
internet's kind of, or not your internet, your mic's kind of bad.
Sorry, bro. Yeah, I'm at work. Hey, man, I was just much love to you, homeboy. I listen to you a lot, man, and I love the work that you do. I was just gonna ask you, man. Do you have like a Spotify or Apple Music, bro, where I could, cause I drive trucks, bro. I'm a truck driver, and I'd like to have you on, bro. But sometimes
I
I
have a
lose signal.
YouTube if you want to watch. All my live streams are recorded, so if you go on my YouTube, you can like watch all of my live streams back, or you can watch them live on there as well.
And that's on your and that's on your page.
Yeah, it's if you
Barnett?
go to my TikTok bio, it's in my bio. My YouTube's there.
All right, Dick, man. That's all I want to bother you with.
All right, bro. Take care, man.
Thanks. Thank you too.
All right. He just like me, bro. If I was a truck driver, I'd be listening to debates my whole time. I ain't gonna lie.
Hello.
What's up?
What's up?
What you got, man?
So, yeah. Do you think oneness is logical?
Yes.
Okay, interesting. Because usually Trinitarians don't think oneness is logical.
Yep. Is that all you
So
got?
you don't subscribe to like 90% of Christians' idea of the Trinity.
What?
You don't follow the majority's idea of the Trinity.
The majority do believe in the Trinity. What are you talking about?
I mean, there is different views on the Trinity, and you said you think another view, oneness, is also logical.
Yeah, oneness isn't the Trinity.
No.
No.
I just asked if you think both are logical.
Yeah, majority of Christians agree modalism's illogical.
Yeah, and I thought if you thought it was logical, not illogical.
Oh, you said no, it's illogical. I said it's illogical, not logical.
Okay, misunderstanding. I said logical.
Okay, yeah, it's okay. Yeah, illogical, yeah.
Okay, now I understand.
Okay, yeah. Oh, cool. Well, all right. Well, I appreciate it, man. You take care, I guess. Okay. How do you strengthen your relationship with Christ? Prayer. Hello?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. What's going on?
Not bad. Can you read Nehemiah 9:6? Because you know this verse.
All right, you disagree with the prompt on the screen, right?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, Nehemiah 9:6, you said?
Yeah.
You alone are Lord. You have made the heavens of the heavens with all their hosts, the earth and everything in it, the seas and all that is in them, and you preserve them all. The host of heaven worships you.
So who's alone? The Lord there.
Yep. Yahweh.
Who's alone?
Yahweh.
No, singular.
You said
A
what?
person. A person. Alone, Lord. Who's the Lord?
Yahweh.
No, it cannot be.
Yahweh isn't the Lord?
No, because it's talking to singular person. If I
Wait,
say you
Yahweh
alone-
isn't the Lord.
Hold on, bro. Hold on.
I'm trying to.
In the Old Testament, it says talking about as we, you believe when you talk to a plural God. So this you alone is talking to one of them. What a singular person.
I'm confused. Are you saying the Lord isn't Yahweh here?
Hold on. He's talking to a singular
Bro, I'm
person.
asking you a question, dude. I get you're saying it's singular for the 6th time now. Thank you. I'm asking, are you saying here that the Lord is not Yahweh?
Yes, who's alone there? Who are you alone?
Bro, I'm asking you, is it speaking about Yahweh there?
Yes, but he's talking about Yahweh at one person, not three.
No, alone is speaking about the being, not the person.
How can you be alone? It's three. You say
Oh,
alone
because
is three.
so if you're alone, you can't wait. So if you're alone, there can't be any multiplicity within you?
So you say you alone, the Lord. He didn't say all of you.
Wait. So if you're alone, does that mean there cannot be any multiplicity in your being?
No, he cannot.
So
He
you
cannot
can't
because
have
you are the
multiple.
Lord.
So if it says you're alone, you can't have multiple attributes?
Relax. Fine, relax.
Bro,
It
you
says
are
you alone.
insufferable. If you are alone, does that
No,
mean you
no,
can't have
yeah,
multiple
no,
attributes? Do you just never
There
stop
you go.
talking, bro?
Yeah, you got bait. This
Do you never
you
stop
got bait,
talking?
so you have nothing. Yeah, this is you have no answer, man. You said
I'm
you
trying
alone.
to
You're
answer.
talking to one person.
If
Okay,
if it says alone, does that then
yeah,
mean
alone.
that, bro? Do you ever stop talking? If
I'm
it's
listening to you.
if it says alone, does that then mean that, for example, this person cannot have multiple attributes?
It cannot be multiple persons because your God is multiple persons. It says one person.
Thanks for not answering the question. I said, does that
No,
mean
fine.
then?
You're running from the. I'm asking you.
Could you
Are you
have
talking about one
multiple? If
person
you
or
are
three
alone,
people?
could you have multiple attributes? That's not the question I asked.
I'm not talking about attributes. It's talking
That's
about
what
one
about.
person.
That's what I was talking about. That's what was my question.
Yeah, I'm talking about one person. It says
Great.
you alone is one person.
Oh my
Yeah?
gosh,
You alone.
could you answer
Yeah, oh
the
my God.
question?
Yeah.
This is
You got no
crazy.
answer,
Could
brother.
you have
You got no
multiple
answer. Yeah.
attributes
You
if
just
it
got
says you
cooked.
are
You have
alone?
no answer. You have no answer.
This
When
is
you're
this
one
is this is
person
literally
alone.
insane. Could you
No, it is
have
not insane
multiple
because you cannot answer.
attributes? All right, bro. This
You cannot
dude is
answer.
insufferable. This is the guy. This is literally what peak narcissism is. He actually thinks in his mind that like he was like cooking there. This is, if you ever want to know what peak narcissism is, that's what it is, bro. This is like crazy. Kidios with a 5. Feel it should get a membership. It's W Kidios in the chat, man. Bro, this is crazy. Like, oh my gosh, you can't answer. Maybe because every time I try to answer, you keep talking, bro. Good lord. Absurd. Appreciate the heart me bells. Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Scottish. Hello.
What you got, man?
Two-part question, yes.
Huh?
Is Jesus God?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes.
How many people did God kill in the flood?
How many people did God kill in the flood? A lot?
Yes.
A lot? I don't know, a lot.
How many people did Jesus kill?
What do you mean? He was the one that killed people in the flood. He's God.
So you're saying Jesus killed thousands of people?
In the flood, yeah.
Really?
Yes. Because he's God.
In Jesus' life, Jesus never said anything like he killed anybody. Never once did he ever mention in any verse or fucking Bible did he mention he killed anybody.
He was the God of the Old Testament, bruh.
And peace and religion. Peace.
What?
By peace and religion. Never said anywhere in the Bible that Jesus killed anybody.
Did you forget the part in Revelation where it literally says he's gonna come back with a flaming sword?
And kill who?
He's literally going to come and judge all the disbelievers. W Bells with the subscription on TikTok. W.
All the disbelievers, yes.
So yeah, all the disbelievers, yeah.
As I said, I live in Scotland, yes.
What does that got to do with anything, bro?
Jesus never made it to Scotland.
What the frick does that have to do with anything?
It says in the Quran and the Bible that there will be a prophet squared to every sinner.
It does not say that in the Bible.
It does not?
No.
Are you sure?
Show
it
me.
Does not say... Okay.
Okay.
No, I believe you. No. So, there will be no Bible or Quran written in English. There will be no prophet sent to the four corners of the earth to relay this message.
Bro, what?
It's only in Greek. It's only in Greek or Hebrew that you can read this. Yes.
No, it's not. The Bible's been translated to English. We can read it in English.
Yes. But as you said, there is no prophet that's made it to Europe to prescribe your Bible. Yes.
What does that have to do with anything?
as you just say, Christian and the Trinity are logical. How's that logical?
Why does every prophet have to visit every country and every
That's it,
like what?
So your argument is Christianity and the Trinity are logical. Prove me wrong. Yes.
How does him not going to Europe prove it wrong? What does him not going to a continent got to do with anything?
But it says that a prophet will be prescribed to every scholar.
Where? Show me in the Bible where it says that.
It doesn't say that in the Bible or the Quran.
So then why'd you bring it up if it doesn't say that?
It does.
Show me. Show me where. Oh, bro, I'm so confused, bro. Show me where it says it in the Bible.
Brother, you're lying, man. Why would you say this?
Bro, show me where it says it in the Bible.
You're telling me in the Quran or the Bible it does not say a prophet.
No, show me. Show me.
Four corners of the earth.
No, show me where it says it in the Bible.
So we can only read the Bible and Quran. And
show me where it says it in the Bible.
So
I don't know what the Quran got to do with me. What does the Quran have to do with me?
What do you mean? Christianity and the Trinity?
What does the Quran have to do with that?
So it's no logical.
Nah, bro, this not. I gotta be getting rage baited, bro. I gotta be getting rage baited. I gotta be getting rage baited. There's no other way. There's literally no other way. Like, yeah. Someone tell me I'm getting rage baited, bro, please, before I crash out. Because there's no way. Like, bro. Hello?
Yo, it's good, man.
Yeah, what's going on?
Yeah, it's me. I was talking to you about the contradiction earlier.
And you the dude that left, right?
Yeah, no, I was switching in between tabs, so I accidentally left. Anyway, I've got my laptop up now. I will admit I did use ChatGPT to find it, but you know, it's that's. I mean, I don't see any issue with that. Okay, so do you want to get the verses up as well?
You got another contradiction?
Oh no, it's the same one.
Didn't we already?
The second verse, I'm gonna use a slightly different one there. Sorry.
Okay, go ahead.
Can you get up Mark 16:4?
But they looked up, they saw the stone had been rolled away. So by this point, the stone was already rolled away, right?
Yep.
And then we'll go back to Matthew 28, 2-4. And behold, there was a great earthquake, for the angel of the Lord descended from heaven, came back and rolled the stone. What's the contradiction?
Yeah. So was it rolled before they got there or after?
Yeah, before. Where does it say ever it was rolled after they got there?
Matthew does.
Tell me which part of this says it was after they got there. And behold, there was a great earthquake, for an angel of the Lord descended from heaven and came back and rolled the stone from the door. Where does it say anything about they was already there?
Did they not see the angel move in?
No, where does it say they saw the angel move it?
Then how? So why does it say the angel moved the stone?
Because they would have known the angel moved the stone. Did you not read the next part where they got there and the angel was sitting on the stone?
No, okay, wait, slow down. There was a violent earthquake. First of all, the earthquake isn't mentioned in the second one. I think it's a
arguing for silence.
It's a big detail, right?
Not really.
No, you don't think an earthquake's a big deal? It's just a small deal. You don't mention that.
Yeah, because the earthquake, the point of the earthquake was because of the angel. So the point of mentioning it, the point you need to mention is the angel.
No, but Luke doesn't mention that. Oh, sorry, Mark doesn't mention that.
He mentions the angel. Yes, he does.
It doesn't say anything about earthquake.
Bro, because the earthquake was because of the angel. So the whole point is that what you need to mention is the angel.
Where does it... I haven't read the whole chapter, but where does it say the angel? Mark. Where does Mark talk about the angel?
Let's go to Mark 16. All right. But when they looked up, they saw the stone had been rolled away, for it was very large. And entering the tomb, they saw young men clothed in white robes sitting on the right side. They were alarmed.
Where's
now
the
here
angel?
is going
Where's the angel?
to this is the angel, bruh. That's the point. But he said, Do not be alarmed. You seek Jesus of Nazareth who's crucified. He is risen. He is not there. See the place where they laid him.
I think those are two very different things, man. Like,
Bro,
you can
that's the
argue with
it's
me.
the same angel.
Okay, well, relax. Why are you getting so
Bro,
hyped?
I'm like, how do you not get this? That's the angel.
No, okay, relax. There's no need to be like. There's no need for that. Relax. Let's go back to Matthew 28. An angel came down to earth. Okay, so they must have seen the angel, right? Or how else? I'm sorry. This is an eyewitness account, correct?
Yeah, this is an eyewitness account.
Yeah. So they saw the angel come down, and roll the stone and sit on it. Correct.
Yes.
Correct. Okay, so you agree now. So they saw the angel roll it back.
No, they saw him sit on it.
No, it says right here.
Where does it say they saw him roll it back? I need to see this, please.
No, okay, look, it says, for an angel of the Lord came down from heaven, right? He wasn't at the stone already. He came down,
Yes.
rolled back the stone. What? Yeah, please explain.
I need to know where it says they saw him roll back the stone.
Well, so how else does it say? It's an eyewitness account, is it not?
Bro, because they knew it was rolled back by the angel because the angel
How?
was sitting on the stone and there was an angel in the tomb. Because the
But how
angel
did
was sitting on the tomb or on the stone, dude.
Does that mean that he rolled it back?
Yes.
How?
Bro, if a stone is magically rolled back and you see an angel sitting on it, what you gonna think?
I don't know. Maybe God did it.
No, you gonna think the angel is sitting on it probably did
No, not necessarily.
it. Bro,
Yeah.
this is insane that you
bro.
really can't comprehend this right now.
Sorry, please explain it to me. I'm really dumb. Please explain.
It's not that you're dumb. You're just not listening, bro. Like,
Okay, sure.
let's use a logical conclusion. If you see a stone magically roll back and an angel sitting on top of it,
Yeah.
by definition, we're gonna say, okay, the angel probably had at least has something to do with that.
So what's stopping me from saying maybe God rolled it back?
Bro, you can say God rolled it back. That's fine through the angel, though. The angel was clearly there and had some sort of part of it. So I'm trying to figure out what the contradiction is here because you're saying they saw it happen. You need to show me where they saw it happen.
It says right here, rolled back.
Great, he wrote it back. Where does that say they saw it happen?
So why else does it say that? Dude, all right, we definitely can't come to an agreement.
Bro,
on this one.
where does it say they saw it?
In Matthew 28 too.
Matthew 28:2. Let's see if it says they saw this, guys. And behold, there was an earthquake, for an angel of the Lord descended from heaven, came back and rolled the stone from the door. Where does that say they were there when that happened?
Is this not an eyewitness account?
Bro, they're literally describing what happened because the angel sat on it, so they knew it happened. Not that they were there witnessing this occurring.
Rolled back the stone and sat on it.
Yes.
He came down from heaven. He rolled back the stone and he sat on it.
Yep, that's what it says.
I don't understand how you think these are both the same thing.
Bro, because nowhere does it say they were there watching him roll back the stone. Nowhere does it say that.
They're assuming that the angel rolled back the stone.
Because the angel was sitting on it.
Yeah.
So now, what's the contradiction?
You asked me. That's not. Okay, so Mark says, okay, I'm reading on. As they entered the tomb, they saw a young man dressed in white. So they saw him inside the tomb. They saw the angel inside the tomb.
Yes, there was two different angels.
Not. So they didn't see the first one that was sitting on the rock.
Who said they didn't see the first one sitting on the rock? Who said that?
Well, it doesn't say.
That's an argument from silence.
No, I think
because I told you I had a burger and I didn't tell you it had lettuce on it. That means it didn't have lettuce on it.
That's a very normal thing to do. You know, you don't see angels every day.
Bro, and they're talking about and since since Matthew already mentioned the angel outside, they are mentioning the angel inside now. So we can encompass both parts of the scene.
So you're telling me that Mark's going to tell you half the story and
They're
Matthew's
telling
going to
you
tell
they're
the other
telling you
half.
two different perspectives of what happened. And
Why
how
can't
one
they be?
perspective is referring to the fact of what happened outside the tomb. The other one is more encompassing in the fact of what happened inside the tomb.
Why? Why can't they both do the
Because that's
same?
how literary devices work. You use different perspectives for different scenarios.
Okay, I understand your argument. I'm not saying I agree with it, but fair enough. I've got a few more that I've searched up on ChatGPT. You know,
Oh
fair
my
enough. You can say whatever. Sorry,
Bro,
I didn't hear you.
ChatGPT was your research?
Yeah, I'm not really a scholar, to be honest with you.
I don't mean you gotta use
But
ChatGPT, but sure, bro. Just go ahead. What's your next contradiction? I'll just hurry up and
alright.
debunk it real fast, and then we'll move on.
Well, I mean, you can debunk the first one, then we can get on the second one.
I already did. You have. All right. So then, so since I didn't debunk it, I just want you to tell me
Sorry.
the contradiction and give me your evidence for the contradiction. Let's go back to it then, since you want to act so cocky. Go ahead.
You're saying that they assumed that the stone was rolled back
Yep.
because they saw him sat on it.
Yep.
Right?
What's the contradiction with that?
How
Yep.
do you know that? How do you know
How do I know what? That they assume that
that
because
they
the
assumed that that the angel had rolled it back?
because they clearly weren't there yet at this point.
I
As if
disagree.
you read Mark literally says they weren't there yet. They hadn't come yet.
I disagree. I think it's obviously I'm not gonna see that because I think it's not the same.
That's okay. You have to give me the contradiction. You saying, "Oh, I don't understand how they assumed it," isn't a contradiction. What's the actual contradiction?
One of them says that the stone was already rolled back when they got there.
Where?
And the other
Where does it
describes
say it was already rolled back when they got there? And then where does the other one say that it rolled it
right.
back after
So
they
the
got there?
first Mark 16 says when they looked up, they saw the stone had been rolled away.
Great. Now where's the other one that says it was rolled back as they were already there watching it? Please.
There was a violent earthquake, for an angel of the Lord came down from heaven.
Where does it say they were watching it at this point and they were there?
So, bro, it says it came down from heaven.
Where does it say they were there for this?
Bro, oh my god, man. You must be slow.
Tell me where it says they were there, please. If I'm slow, tell me where does it say they were there for this watching this?
Obviously, it can't be at two places at once, can it?
You're not answering the question. Tell me where it says they were there for this watching this.
It's an eyewitness account. They're describing what they saw.
No, show me they were describing what they saw, and show me this was an eyewitness and they were
says
there
right
watching
there,
it.
bro.
Where?
Oh my days.
Where does it say they were there watching this, dude?
What is this? Is this not an eyewitness account?
I want you to prove to me that this was an eyewitness and that they were sitting there watching this happen.
You want me to prove to you that this is an eyewitness
I
account?
want you to prove to me that they watched this. They actually watched the angel roll back the tomb.
Bro, they're describing what they saw. That's what an eyewitness
Where?
account is.
Where does it say they saw? You said they're describing what they saw. Where? Where does it say that they saw this? And not just describing an event.
For an angel of the Lord came down from heaven and going to the tomb, rolled back the stone and sat on it.
Dude, where does that say that they were sitting there watching that?
Okay, I'm just gonna... I don't think we can come to an agreement.
Yeah, you're actually slow. I'm moving on, bro. You're actually slow. Islam literally dilutes your brain, bro. This is what happens. About time, Anton. Okay, this person's not connecting.
Hi,
Hello.
fine. I'm a Christian. I was just asking a question.
Okay.
Um, did Judas went to hell or went to heaven?
Hell, like pretty certain hell.
He went to hell.
More than likely,
Okay.
yeah.
And Elijah,
Elijah went to heaven.
he went to heaven. Okay. God, that's just my question.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, no problem. Hello?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, what's going on?
So I was gonna try to ask you what you think is illogical, but I'm not like some, 60-year preacher or nothing, so you'll probably know more than me, but I'm just trying it out and see how I do.
What was your question for me?
Your heading says Christianity and the Trinity are illogical.
Read
So
it again.
what
Read it again and
is
read it
illogical?
slower. Like out loud for everyone.
Oh, okay. So yeah, it says logical and not illogical.
Yeah. But all right, I appreciate you having that, man.
Christianity are logical.
Yeah.
Prove me.
He's still getting there, guys. It's okay. Oh, Lord have mercy. Made it back. W modern, man. Good to see you back in here. Surprised Nick has Fiji and not Coke this time. Bro, I don't drink pop that much, man. I drink water more than I drink Coke. Like, come on, lock in, twin. Hello?
Hello?
What's going on?
What's going on, man? Quick question. What was Jesus' last word on the cross?
His last words? It doesn't say exactly what his last words are.
But he had last words.
Yeah, it just doesn't say which ones were his last words. It gives us some sort of indication by saying he gave up his spirit after saying some words, but it doesn't exactly say what were his last words. Most people will say that when he cried out is when his last words were, so probably it is finished, but there's no clear indication.
Gotcha. And Jesus is God?
Yes.
And your God had last words when he died?
Yep.
Sick.
Yep. Oh, he left. Guess we don't have an argument. Bro said pop. Just thinks he's from the UK. That's how we say it. Bro, I don't know what you talking about. That's how we say it, dog. Pop. Everybody saying soda. Hello.
Hey, I just got a quick question for you. I'm a believer, but I was always trying to figure out the whole Trinity. Would you say a good way to describe the Trinity almost as like it's an egg?
No.
Like
No. Stop. No. No. I know.
How do you describe how do you believe in the Trinity? Like what makes
Just say like 3 distinct persons that have one essence.
Okay. So, I guess some things are just not able to be comprehended by us.
We can
humans.
comprehend it. That does not mean that you should use analogies for it, though. There's not really many good analogies for the Trinity. There's like a couple, but even those, you gotta actually know what you're talking about. The egg analogy, yeah, no, that's not good.
It's hard to describe it to people in a way that they can understand it, and so that's where the whole egg thing comes around. That it's still an egg, but it's, do you believe that Jesus knew everything, or do you think
Yes.
the Father
He was
had
indeed
to-
all-knowing.
So, but he was man. He was fully man.
Yeah, he's fully man, fully God.
So he asked the Father if you could take the cup from me. So why would he pray stuff like that if he would know the answer to that prayer, that, you know, it was his will for him to die on the cross? Why would he ask him to take the cup?
Because that was in
There's
his
any-
human nature. He has
That was
two
his flesh.
natures, yeah.
Okay. And do you believe that God doesn't change his mind, or do you believe?
Yeah, God
that
doesn't
he
change his
can
mind, correct.
So when, you know, people came to him and asked him to, you know, spare the people or spare whatever, so you don't think prayer can help change his heart or his mind? Where he'll
No, it
spare
doesn't
people?
change that. It doesn't change his mind, right? He can manifest different actions, but it's not going to change his mind. He can have different actions. He says, I'm going to manifest this if you pray. This doesn't change his mind, though. Like, for example, there's a hot dog stand. I use this analogy a lot. There's a hot dog stand, and I want to give out hot dogs for free. But the only way I'm going to be able to give you a free hot dog is if you come by the stand and give it out. Now, it's not me changing my mind whether or not I give it to you or not. The only thing that matters is whether you come by the hot dog stand. The same thing with God. When we pray to God, he wants to give us things, but we got to actually pray for him. He wants to do things, but we had to pray for it. So it's not him changing his mind. It's us changing our actions.
I just found you today, so I'm going to be listening to more of your stuff, and I heard you got stuff on YouTube, so I'll
Yep.
check out some of the stuff I already missed. But thank you for the time.
All right, man. Yep, take care.
Yep.
All right. Hello? Yeah, something wrong with your internet, unfortunately. Hello?
Hey, what's going on, Nick?
What's up?
So I'm a believer as well. I was listening to what the last gentleman was asking, and I do agree with you wholeheartedly. I don't think that we should use analogies, but if there was one, I've heard people kind of use two that I thought were at least halfway decent to start getting people to understand the concept. And the one that I've heard is like space in a room where you have length, width, and height, and that creates volume. How do you feel about that analogy?
No. That would be partialism. Or that'd be partialism, because that's those three things make up the whole. We don't think that the Father, Son, Holy Spirit make up the whole.
Okay, I like that. Okay, the other one that I think I like a little bit more is the concept of like we're made in God's image.
No, body, soul, spirit. No.
That one's not good either?
No, because
All right,
that's
talk
also
to me.
partialism. We are made in parts. Humans are made in parts. Also, we can live without our body. Okay, when we die, we're going to be without our body. God cannot be without his son. So there's just going to be a lot of issues with that one too. That's why I just say don't use analogies.
Okay, see, now that's an aspect that I thought of clarification. I just wanted to get your perspective on that.
Yeah, for sure, man. But all right, bro.
Appreciate it, bro. God bless.
Yeah. I like the sun analogy for essence energy distinction. Typically. Hello? Yeah, what's going on?
Oh, I just have 2 questions.
Okay.
Okay, my first question would be like, what's the evidence that the apostles existed outside the Bible?
Outside the Bible? The Didache, for instance.
Wait, can you say it again?
The Didache.
And what is like proof?
What do you mean? What's
I'm
the
not
proof? It's a writing that's said to be attributed to the apostles.
Oh, okay, how do we know it's attributed to the apostles?
Because of apostolic succession.
All right. Okay, my second question would be like, is God all good?
Yeah.
Okay, is everything that he does good?
Yes.
Okay, then my question would be, why did God create earthquakes?
Create earthquakes? I think earthquakes can be just a consequence of the evolution of Earth. Not that he necessarily created them. It's going to be a consequence of Earth itself being corrupted over time.
Wait, so God didn't create earthquakes?
I think he created Earth, and then a byproduct of Earth is going to be earthquakes because of the corruption of Earth. So.
Oh, okay. All right, maybe one more question. Would you say like hell is separation from God?
No.
No. Okay. All right. Well, I guess that was it.
All right, man.
All right.
Yo.
What's up?
Just a quick question about that body-soul analogy. So I know it probably doesn't work that well for the Trinity, but do you think that'd be okay for maybe like trying to explain hypostatic union?
You said for body, so for hypostatic union? Nah, I wouldn't use it for anything.
Like you know how some people say like, how could Christ be like God and man at the same time? I thought like a pretty good response to that would be like, you're a body and soul at the same time, but you're not a contradiction.
I wouldn't. You could technically, but I wouldn't.
I see.
I just would use the law of non-contradiction, how it's said.
I got you. All right. Thanks.
All right.
Bye.
I'll be using that, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I knew Elijah was a freaking partialist, dude. This is crazy. This is crazy. Hell ain't separating? No. David says that even if he make his bed in hell, that God is there. So. Religion is specifically logical? How? Guess requests are open if y'all disagree. All right. Hello.
Hi.
What's going on?
Not too much. Yeah, I think it's. I mean, I used to believe it, but it's kind of crazy. You look at some of these stories and stuff. I don't know why people believe them anymore.
Okay. Do you have? Can you prove Christianity and the Trinity illogical?
Yeah, I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. I mean, like, God had to sacrifice himself to himself to like.
Oh, so you never studied Christianity then? We don't think the Father's the Son.
I mean, it's three. Don't you believe in the Trinity?
Yeah, the Trinity is not that the Father is the same person as the Son.
Yeah, but it's three persons, one God. Like.
Yeah, so then it's not sacrificing himself to himself because they're not each other.
I mean, obviously you believe your little doctrine, but I mean, it's kind of crazy. It's like three persons in the same God. So like.
Yeah, what's the issue?
You know, the Son is the same God as the Father, so I mean, like, one member of God had to sacrifice himself to the other member of God so they could all save us, like...
What's the issue?
I mean,
Do you actually have a logical issue? Or are you just going to say, oh, it just doesn't make sense, or do you actually have an argument?
Yeah, I mean, it's all one God, right?
Yep.
So why would the Son have to sacrifice himself to the Father... for us to be saved? I mean, come on.
It's not to the Father. The sacrifice is just going to be a representation of him defeating death. So again, you asking a question isn't an argument, though. Do you actually have an argument, or do you just have a Q&A you want to have?
I mean, I just think it's ridiculous. I mean,
Well, you
I
can think
believe
that, but you actually have an argument for why it's ridiculous.
Yeah, because why? I mean, this all-powerful God. Why would he even need the sacrifice?
That's a
for
question,
one?
not an argument. You have an argument.
Yeah, it's. I think if God's all-powerful, then I don't think that there would be no reason for the God to need like to sacrifice himself to himself. You know?
We don't say he needed to.
Or for him to even do it. Like, why do it if there's no reason to?
We say there's a reason. The reason is uniting our nature with his. He didn't need to do that, though.
But he's all-powerful. Like, there's no need to do anything. Just save us. Like,
Not everyone wants to be saved. What do you mean? Just save us.
I mean, like, just save whoever, do whatever you want. It's God. I mean, just do
Okay,
whatever
so
you
do
want.
whatever. So he is. He became man, died on the cross. So he did what he wanted. Now, what's the issue?
I mean, the issue is I think it's a crazy fairy tale, and it's a clear fairy tale.
That's crazy
like,
'cause you
and
can't prove it.
They've done a better job of making stuff.
That's crazy because you can't prove it's a fairy tale. You've yet to prove it. You've just said, "Oh, this doesn't really make sense." Well, you haven't proved it's a fairy tale.
You look at the history, like even the Gospels. I think they disprove themselves. Like everybody acknowledges that John's the newest Gospel, and it's pretty suspicious that only the newest Gospel contains Jesus' supposed first miracle.
No, it doesn't. You think John's the only one that has Jesus' first miracle?
Isn't it?
No. What are you talking about?
What other one has it?
Matthew. Yeah, I think it's Matthew 12. So where are you getting that from?
We'll check here.
Okay. I'll just pull it up.
No, the first miracle of Jesus is not found in the Gospel Matthew. Like, come on.
Okay, I'll just pull it up for you.
That's
That's
what's
fine.
wrong.
What are you just reading off of Google AI?
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
What are you reading off? Like, where are you getting your
I
information?
don't. That's where you get all your information is from Google AI. You don't actually read sources.
Where's your information? Aren't you a liar? Didn't you just lie?
What? I read sources. You think it's better to read AI than sources?
What's your source? Like, bring it up.
Sources such as like
you're a
Briticana,
liar. Like you call me a liar. What's your source?
such as Briticana, for instance. Is Briticana a good source?
Yeah. What's your source? What? Read the scripture of Matthew.
Okay, great. All right, let's go to Matthew chapter 8. All right, so you know what the first miracle was, right?
Yeah, the wedding feast of Cana.
Okay, the wedding at Cana where he turned water into wine. All right, and what happened during that wedding as well? The other miracle, or directly after, with the centurion.
What, he healed the daughter or something?
Well, no, you hear the centurion. So I'll read that one to you, okay? So we can see. So first of all, we're gonna get a basis.
The wedding feast at Cana where he changed the water to wine. Wasn't that the first miracle?
Yeah, it was the first miracle. We're saying that a miracle that went along with that was the centurion, which is why Matthew talks about it. That's the whole point. If you read Matthew chapter 8, it's you can look at it. You can look at it. You can look at it. You can look at it, bro. It's Matthew chapter 8, verse 5 to 13.
Where in Matthew chapter 8 does it say that Jesus' first miracle was turning water into wine?
Bro, none of them says it's his first miracle. They just describe it as his first miracle.
And where does Matthew corroborate that?
Yeah, Matthew is corroborating that because he talks about the miracle of the centurion. Do you know how the miracle
according to John?
Do you know how the miracle of the centurion?
You're a liar, dude.
Oh my goodness!
Can you have an honest discussion?
Do you know how the miracle of the centurion? Do you know how the miracle of the centurion actually lines up with this?
No, and I don't really care. Are you saying the
So if you don't care, then what the frick are you talking about?
Are you saying the Gospel of John's wrong?
What? When did I say the Gospel of John was wrong?
In your book, what was Jesus' first miracle?
Bro, I'm saying, where does that say the Gospel of John's wrong, bro?
Can you agree to? Can we agree to anything? Was Jesus his first
Bro,
miracle?
I'm literally trying to figure out where I.
No.
No, I'm confused. Where did I say that? Where did I say the Gospel of John's wrong? I'm confused.
Yeah, I'm really confused too. Like,
Okay,
do
where
you
did I
agree
say
that
the Gospel of John was
Jesus'
wrong?
First miracle was turning water to wine.
Yes,
or no?
where am I saying? Yes, where am I saying the Gospel of John's wrong with that?
Okay, so where in Matthew does it say that Jesus' first
Bro,
miracle?
this is
like,
why I was
does it
trying to show
mention
you the
water to
centurion to
wine?
show you how it lines up with that. Good
Or in
Lord.
the story of the centurion, does it say that Jesus turned water to
Oh
wine?
my God, do you know what the story of the centurion was?
I'm just trying to talk about the first
Oh
miracle.
my
I don't
gosh.
really care. Like,
They
do you
line
not
up
understand?
together. The point is they line up together. So one part is mentioning one part of the story, and the other is mentioning the other part of the story. But it's going to be the same story.
Yeah, I think that's kind of suspicious, but I mean, you
How's
can
that
believe whatever you
suspicious?
want.
How's that suspicious?
Like I said, the Gospel of John is the only one that mentions Jesus' first miracle.
Wait,
I think that's
how
kinda
is that suspicious? How is that suspicious? If one mentions one
Because
part, the
it's
other
his
mentions
first
the other.
miracle, that would be kind of noteworthy to me.
Bro, if every single
his first
if
and, like,
every single
also the
gospel,
biggest one.
if every single gospel mentioned the same part of everything, the same exact details of every single miracle, what would be the point of different gospels?
I mean, I think they should have done a better job of corroborating, not contradicting each other.
How did they
You
contradict?
know, why couldn't they like?
Wait, what was
I
the
think it's
contradiction?
pretty clear they were copying from something.
Wait,
Like, I
what's
think
the
they should have done a better job.
what's the contradiction? Just because one doesn't mention one part of a story, what's the contradiction?
I mean, there's way more contradictions than that. Like, not just the Gospel of John.
Please
stuff.
give me. I want to see any contradiction in the gospels, please.
Okay, so where in the Old Testament does it say the Messiah would be a Nazarene?
Bro, what?
What?
What's the contradiction?
The contradiction is it's a flat out lie. That was never a prophecy.
Where does it say it was a prophecy?
One of the Gospels, it said the Messiah would be it said Jesus fulfilled a prophecy that the Messiah would be a Nazarene.
Yeah, it's literally not saying that it's a verbatim quote. It's that he's going to come from the line.
Have you read it before? Do you know what I'm talking about? You sound
Yes,
confused.
yes, where it's in quotations. But the point is that he's not quoting verbatim. He's quoting that he will be a Nazarene. So if he
Yeah,
comes,
doesn't
so
it
if
say
he
that
comes,
that
so
was
if
a
he comes from
prophecy?
his specific line of David, will he be a Nazarene by definition? If he
I
asks
don't
again,
see
maybe
where,
you can hear me.
where you're getting from. Like it said he'd be a
Oh
line
my
from
gosh.
David. That doesn't mean
Yes,
he'd be a Nazarene.
yes. If he comes from the line of David, specifically the line that he has through Mary, where Mary will be, would he be a Nazarene by definition?
I don't know.
Yes, he would be. So it's
Why?
true. Based on that line, he would be a Nazarene.
Why?
Because of where he was born, and because of where he grew up, and because of the lineage he came from, which is
But
through
in
Mary.
No Old Testament, nowhere does it say that he'd be a Nazarene. It
Bro,
just said
it's
he'd be
saying,
from the
oh my
line of
gosh,
David.
it's saying he's gonna be a Nazarene through the fact that he is coming through the line of David and where he will be born, because the Old Testament also prophesies where he'll be born.
Yeah, maybe you should explain that to a Jewish rabbi. Maybe they'd.
Oh, I can.
They
It's
could
pretty
educate
easy.
you.
Yeah, it's pretty easy. What does it mean to be a Nazarene? Tell us that.
I think supposedly they were a historical place, but I think there was a style of life, if I'm not mistaken. Like I think they might have kept their hair long and stuff.
And did Jesus fit that style of life?
Yeah, I would guess he did. I mean, I'm not for
And
sure.
he would have
but-
fit that style of life if he was supposed to be the fulfillment of the line of David, right? Because the kings would
Yeah,
also
I don't
fulfill
think
those.
all the line of David were Nazarenes.
Bro, I didn't say that. The kings were.
You're saying the kings were Nazarenes?
Yes.
Where are you getting that from?
Because they fulfilled that part of their life. About
Where
what
does
it
it say
means
that
to
in the
be a
Bible?
Nazarene. Did David fulfill what it meant to be a Nazarene in the Bible?
I don't know.
Let's ask again. What does it mean? We'll go through this easily. What does it mean to be a Nazarene? I'll pull up the verse. What does it mean to be a Nazarene?
I'm not an expert. I think they didn't cut their hair, and there's other stuff they did. But like, are you saying David never cut his hair?
Bro, that's not part of what it means to be a Nazarene. What? You think to be a can you show me where to be a Nazarene it means that you don't have to cut your hair? It's literally about being in Nazareth. Like what? Can you show me where you're getting it from? Where it's talking about that you have to not cut your hair? I would love to see that. I'm just curious. By the way, Elijah, you got me dead, bro.
Long hair. Yeah. Well, not all of them had long hair, but those who took a Nazarite vow did. As a symbol of their dedication to God, the term Nazarene typically refers to someone from the town of Nazareth.
Bro, the Nazarite vow, yeah, like Paul took. That's not necessary to be a Nazarene.
I mean, it doesn't sound like you're a biblical scholar.
And by the way, Nazarene, I'm pretty sure it's cutting your hair.
But
If
anyways,
I'm not mistaken,
but
it would be cutting your hair.
I'm pretty sure that's a valid contradiction, though. Like
what? What's the
nowhere in the Old
contradiction?
Testament does it say they had to be a Nazarite? Just like I think it's a valid contradiction about the genealogy of Jesus, how Judas unalived.
Oh my gosh, what is the contradiction with how Judas unalive, bruh? You just making stuff up.
Stories.
They're not. He hung himself and fell
Yeah,
headlong
there
after
is.
they cut him down. What do you mean?
Yeah, I think that's a crazy mental gymnastics. But you
How
can
is
believe
that
in
mental
everything.
gymnastics? If you hang yourself over a cliff and then you get cut down,
What
what's
about
going
the
to
money
happen?
too? Do you do the same thing with the money?
What's the issue with the money?
One says you bought the field, another one says the high priest bought
Yeah,
the field.
do you know how blood money works?
I mean, I think they could have been clear who bought
I'm
the
sorry.
money.
They would have an assumption while you're reading this. You have a basic understanding of history. How did you know how blood money works?
I mean, you might be more of an expert on it, but like I
Okay.
said, I think they could
So,
have clarified things. in the
they assume you actually know basic history when you're reading the text. Okay, so blood money, how it works is if you are unalived for your money and they take that money from you, right? It was not willed to them. It was not in any sort of declaration. And someone buys something, it's going to be considered that you yourself bought that thing because it's your blood money. And he left. They all dishonest, bro. They all dishonest. They are literally all dishonest. I'm trying to explain. I was trying to be nice and explain this man what blood money. I was trying to give him a basic historical lesson. Yeah, he must have got a really good DoorDash order. You got it, bro. Ain't no one better. I'm glad. I'm glad you know, Elijah. Bro, so how you gonna get out of this one? You don't think I can get out of anything? What's wrong with you, dude? I'm like that. Oh, Lord have mercy. And he went to a little town called Nazareth, so it was fulfilled to the prophets that he become a Nazarene. Amen, brother. They had you hemmed up. They thought they did. No, ask Elijah. Nobody has me hemmed up. Ask Elijah. Nobody. It's impossible. It's literally a logical impossibility. It's funny, man. It's funny out here. Bro, y'all got me dead, man. Convinced they be using jitsu on folks. Bruh. The context was the wedding feast in Cana. And he said how it's only in John. Listen, I was just showing how there's other things in the other gospels that corroborate with that. So they're just talking about different parts. That's all I'm saying. That's all I was saying, bro. You feel me? Do I have any videos discussing hypothesis? Listen, man. Unbeatable, I suppose. Christian Mario, I don't know who that is. When are you going to post a video? On what? Like on TikTok or YouTube? I post videos on YouTube. Do you mind explaining the centurion point, how it relates to the wedding? Yeah, the centurion point relates to the wedding because he's just talking about different perspectives of different miracles. So we're saying it relates to the point because he tried to say it's weird because it says this is his first miracle, but the other text doesn't mention this is his first miracle. But we go to the centurion, which is the very next miracle. It does not say anything. This is the first miracle, right? So it's not going to be a contradiction. You feel me? You feel me? You need to post another one? Oh, probably soon. Nick, I dare you to find a church file to say that. Argument from science fallacy.
Yo, hello, Nick. Hi.
Yeah, hello?
Yeah, I have a question. So I was talking about the Trinity, like, in another live. And I have a question because they were saying that God's knowledge is personal because it's perfect. And so there must be a person because of that. And I don't understand. They said it was because it's distinct from his being, or distinct from him, yet it's not separate from him. And it's personal because it's perfect knowledge of himself. Does that make any sense?
I don't know. You should probably ask him. I don't know the argument. I don't know what argument he's making.
I mean, that is the argument.
He's perfect, therefore he has,
He says his God's knowledge is personal, so there must be a person by definition.
Oh, I mean, you're saying he's relational, then yeah. If by personal you mean relational, then yeah, sure.
No, like a person as in like a person in the Trinity, like a Godhead.
I mean, yeah, he'd still be relational even within the Trinity, though. So,
what do you mean by relational?
Like relational, like God is intrinsically relational. Like he has like some sort of relation to another eternally, other persons eternally.
No, I'm just saying from the premise that God's knowledge is perfect, and he has perfect self-knowledge of himself. And maybe the second premise would be this knowledge is distinct from him, and it's not separate from him. And the third premise would be, or the conclusion would be, this is personal. Therefore, like
I don't see how that follows. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, I don't know how that follows either. I just had to ask this, bro. That's all.
Yeah, I'm not sure, bro.
Alright, bro. Peace.
Alright, man. Yeah, that John had no inference rule. That's for sure. That's for dang sure that thing did not have no inference rule. Oh, Lord have mercy. So if y'all got any last questions in the chat, man, y'all want to ask before I hop off and go get some food, because I got a meeting tonight. A little phone call meeting tonight, and I got to get some food. I'm hungry. So I ain't some questions for y'all, though, before I get off. Do you use the tag argument? Sometimes. Depends. It depends. Please reiterate the hell statement. Yeah, hell is not separation from God. David says very clearly that even if he is in hell, God is with him there. Because hell is your disposition towards God. It is still in the presence of God. God's presence is everywhere. What is hell then? Hell is in the presence of God. It just, if you hate God though, and God is the only source of goodness, it's going to be like torment to you, which is why hell is terrible. You taking guess? I mean, yeah, if you got any last questions. I don't know if I'll take any more, to be honest, but explain theosis? Long story, man. Basically, we just trying to work our way to become with God as much as possible, become in union with God as much as possible. That's what theosis is, becoming in union with God. Is hell gonna be torment or just the absence and the void? Nah, yeah, it's gonna be torment. It's gonna feel like torment because you. Are you a Bible teacher? I suppose. Not a good one though. I'm just like I said. I mean, I'm just a guy, bro. That's it. I'm just a guy. What's the argument for knowledge being a property of nature rather than person? Because humans just have to be rational by definition. Like, that's what a human is. Do you see yourself as a future saint, bishop, or monk? God willing, a saint. I don't know about bishop or monk, but if I'm a saint, it's only by God's will. We'll see. Intercession with Nick. That'd be crazy, bro. Yeah. All right, though, guys. I'm gonna hop off, man. I gotta go get some food and whatnot, things of that nature. But I do appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate y'all hopping on. I'll be live again on Thursday. Make sure y'all follow me, and make sure y'all also come subscribe to my YouTube if you're on TikTok, man. Link in bio. And if you're on my YouTube, turn my post notifications on so you know when I'm going live. Yeah, I got you, Holy. Remind me when I'm live next time, and I got you. Or just DM me, I got you. But yeah, I appreciate y'all, man. In the name of the Father, Son, Holy Spirit, one God. See y'all next time, man. Love y'all.